Akim sent in this photo of the state of Ado Road in Ajah in a very bad condition, which he blamed on the activities of truck drivers and sand dredgers in that region. We paid a visit to see things for ourselves. For residents around this area of Lagos State, one major challenge they face is this unending gridlock that seems to have been worsened in recent times by the construction of the Ajah roundabout. Another prominent feature around here is the volume of trucks plying the route, especially those carrying sand from the various dredging points along the Ado Road axis. The wet season is yet to set in, but the Ado Road never looks dry. It is often covered with sand, dripping from the vehicles trucking them. And an attempt to see the coal tar might require digging into the saltwater sand some inches deeper. This situation has led to the early wearing off of this road that cost the government several millions of naira to construct, and traffic is now unbearable. This resident, who says she's done so much to draw government's attention to this menace, expresses her frustration.
My greatest gripe this afternoon, and when I saw you on the road I was actually quite happy, is these tippers who do the dredging from this point all the way down to Badore. And at the end of the day, we pay for this road to be thorough. If you take your stretch and you actually take your cameras all the way down, you will find out how much sand is on the road. It's destroying the tars of the road. Not only that, the tippers keep breaking down. They are so lawless. They climb over the curbs just to get to their dragging points. It is not acceptable. The council collects money from them, or whoever collects money from them in the area. All we ask is that they send their tippers out, if it's even once a month, to clear the sand off the road. I sent an email to Lawman. I've sent one to the state that all they need to do is send their people out here and come and have a look and see how bad the roads are. They collect the sand, they make money out of the sand. We're not stopping people from making money out of the sand, but clear the roads, look at the roads. You get your cameras and you go all the way down and you find how disastrous it is. Look at them. It's just not acceptable. What is the government doing? What is Lagos State doing? They put llama on. Look at the gutters there. They're all filled up with sand. It takes only once a month and we will have clean and clearer roads in the Lagos State. This is ridiculous.
For these other residents, it's not just about the sand deposit on the road, but other negative road attitudes that is becoming the order of the day.
The traffic in this area is getting out of hand, especially Marwa and Okada. They follow one way, they climb up the road where pedestrians are supposed to pass. That one is one. Nobody is controlling any one of them. The other one is this dredging of a thing, because I was one of the people that protest during Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu to come and do this road for us, and the man listening to us and do the road. Now the thing is getting out of hand. Every time this tipper, they used to pour sand, and see, you can see how the road is now. Nobody is doing any. The lawman people, they are tired of sweeping. They don't come again, because when these people go and load their sand, they pour even half of it on the main road, and it's damaging the road.
And one thing they hope to experience as soon as possible is government intervention.
About 3 weeks ago, when the governor of Lagos State, Ambo, they said dredging activities should stop. But we noticed that it's still going on and escalating. So it doesn't mean that when the governor says, people just, they just don't take to it. We are suffering. Now, the third road, we can no longer see the third something except sand all over the place. And they have become a menace. To get out from Badore to Ajah, at times it takes 2 hours. It is undesirable. We that are living in this disease, we are suffering. So let our amiable governor, our father in Lagos State, come to our aid. God bless him.
The settlement around here is linear, which means just behind these houses are dredging sites, which could pose other environmental hazards in future. We paid a visit to one of the many truck drivers' units in this axis to find out what might be their thought on the numerous allegations against them.
Everybody they are putting the blame on tipper driver, which is not tipper driver problem. Starting from supplier, a supplier that will give us money to go and load. So they will not follow us to the borrow pit. And these people, they don't have the quantity, they have a little. As you can see now, they can't have more than 10 trucks here. By this time of tomorrow, you won't see any sand again. They will start another one. But if you go to that place, you can have like 500 trips in a day. It's not only one place, there are more than 10 borrow pits.
The tipper drivers, who are often dictated to by other members of the sand dredging chain, claim they are right now faced with a lot of challenges with the law enforcement agencies.
We are facing a lot of problems through police, through linesman. In fact, even though people, they are living in the area, some people, maybe they are going on bike or inside Marua, they just started causing, tipper people, they are crazy, see the way they are doing road. So, in fact, we are facing a lot of problems. We don't know what to do about it again, because we must work.
Another source claimed that they once downed their tools in protest of the menace of the wet sand on not just the road but their vehicles, but that some powerful forces in the state ordered them back to work. That notwithstanding, they heap the blame on the dredgers and suppliers who care about nothing but their profits.
All we want for these people that no matter how now when they say that when they dredge their sand, they should let their sand dry before they start to loading it. If the sand is not dry before we loading it, it will give us a problem.
We caught up with one of the suppliers here, who says though he's aware of the impact of the wet sand on the environment, he feels the dredgers are culpable as they barely allowed the sand to get dry before selling.
Actually, it's not our fault. It's what that we saw that we buy. I didn't mean that they allow it to dry. So there's no problem. We buy the dry one. We also like to buy the dry one. When a lot of them said that they wanted to sell their sand, some people that they borrowed money from the banks, maybe that's the reason they used to sell it by the wet that did not allow it to dry also. Although unless they give all the instruction that you should not buy any wet sand. Actually, we know that the wet one is not even good. It's not good because the water that we dropping on the road, the vehicle also can be even spoiled because the water is salty. The one dropping on the road also is not even good also. So I think if it dry, so it will be better.
On how to begin to deal with the issues at hand, Femi feels those who make money here should also take care of the environment.
Those people that they are dredging the sand, I think they are supposed to do something. They're supposed either to, maybe they have to align with the government to do something. Either they contribute something because with the supplier, we are even helping the government. We reduce unemployment.
Further attempt to reach any of the dredgers didn't yield much, as they claimed to be busy or at one meeting or the other.
Yeah, go.
The government, federal, state or local, must not be arm-twisted to the point of turning a blind eye to this wanton destruction of public utilities. If it takes wielding the big stake to get compliance from these dredgers, making life unbearable for residents and users of the Ado Road, Ajah, Lagos, so be it. Now, don't forget the channel's Eyewitness platform is always there to help you get your stories across. Simply download our app on your Windows, iOS or Android device. Tap on the Eyewitness menu and follow the simple steps to have your pictures or videos uploaded. Now, let's visit our portal for some of what you uploaded. Adeniyi Gideon sent in a photo that suggests a likely plot by electricity distribution company to continue to charge customers based on the recently hiked tariff. He claims the Kano Electricity Distribution Company now sells credit without stating the value on the receipt so as to deceive consumers. Benga draws attention to this photo of a supposed FRSA personnel carrying a rifle. He wonders if they've now been licensed to carry guns. FRSC management to please take note. Beyond this issue, our portal is flooded with photos of unsafe road habits. Ali Joseph sent this from Kano of people hanging to a bus. Ibrahim Sundagi's photo shows 5 people on a bike along Sokoto Road, Zaria. Similar photo of an overloaded bike comes from Uheli, Delta State. Ainde Hema says they've not had electricity supply for 2 years in Ikotekbo in Calabar metropolis after each landlord had parted with 10,000 naira to get transformers. Ola Adebari's photo shows an abandoned link bridge on NMPC Pipeline Road, New Okoba. You say the bridge has been awarded 3 times by previous government, yet it has not been completed. And finally is this photo sent in by Onyem Solomon of a collapsing road sign around Ijora Western Avenue, Surulere, Lagos. You call on the concerned authority to do something fast to prevent unavoidable accidents. Now, this is where we draw the curtain on today's edition of Eyewitness Report. Do always remember it's a platform that gives you so much power to make that desired change you've always craved. And please don't forget to always add a form of contact to help us get in touch with you. Till next week, I'm Chris Elems. Bye-bye.